Hello, today I will be talking about Albert Camus, who was born on November 7th, 1913 in Mondoville, French Algeria. He had a father named Lucius Camus, who was a poor agricultural worker that died uh, that died pretty early on in his life, and he served the Balearic, he served the Zouave regiment in October 1914, and Albert Camus never knew him, never knew him, has no recollection of his life with his dad, and he had a mother named Catherine Helena Sintes, a Spanish French woman who was partially deaf and illiterate. She raised him and his older brother in extreme poverty, as his large family uh, was the immigrants from France who were very poor and basically working class in the district of Belcourt in Algiers. Despite these hardships, Camus excelled in school. His teacher, Louis Germain, recognized his potential and basically helped him secure a scholarship competition to attend a school in Algiers. There, Camus developed a love for philosophy, literature, and specifically soccer. He was part of his university junior soccer team, and he was a goalkeeper. And to be he wanted to have ambition in the career. He wanted to be a soccer player. But as he grew up, but when he was 17, he was diagnosed with a tuberculosis disease that haunted him throughout his life and basically crushed his dreams of becoming a professional athlete. And he moved out of his parents' house as tuberculosis was contagious, and he lived with his uncle, who also influenced him just as much as his teacher. In uh, in 1933, Camus enrolled at the University of Algiers, studying philosophy and literature to support himself. He took odd jobs and basically did everything he could to complete university. Later on, he joined the Algerian Communist Party, but left because he was never really a Marxist, so he didn't really see any reason to be part of that ideology. But previously, he had also joined the French Communist Party as well, but he also left for the same reasons. He believed that would be communism would help society, like an unequal society, but he still like disagreed with it on a fundamental level, and which basically led him to leave the party. In and Moving on, he rose to fame through his philosophical essay *The Myth of Sisyphus* in 1942, introducing his concept of absurdism, the conflict of humanity's search for meaning and the universe's indifference towards it. His and He also had the novel *The Stranger* in 1942, which tells a story of a protagonist named Marisol in Algeria, um, might or which was inspired by the author, which which depicts a life of a man living in Algeria facing emotional and existential problems. And and in 1947, he published *A Plague*, an allegorical novel about a disease-ridden city, reflecting on resistance to an evil and collective solidarity. Uh, Basically, the book cemented his reputation as a moral voice in post-war Europe, and also, uh, if but and he also won the Nobel Nobel Prize in Literature in 1957 for for his uh, for his work in philosophical studies to address the human consciousness, and he has also shaped modern philosophical views in the current day of 21st century with the works of Myth of Sisyphus, which have become very cherished by the people all online and everyone in the philosophical space, like the academic space. His philosophy of absurdism, absurd absurdism basically emphasizes revolt, freedom, and human dignity in a meaningless world. And to put into perspective, he believes that true happiness comes from the little things we do in life, the meaningless tasks of cooking, cleaning dishes, washing, just those meaningless tasks accumulate to create true happiness in your life. That is what uh, Albert Camus should, believes to be what we chase. And yeah, he was a great philosopher and basically believed that the universe is meaningless and irrational, but that doesn't really matter. It's He was inspired by Nietzsche to for these beliefs, but he has a positive outlook on that inherent meaning and absurdity, and basically addresses the human desire for meaning and just shows that the universe doesn't have any, and that's okay, and that is fine. And this was inspired by philosophers like Friedrich Nietzsche and the ancient Greek philosophers. Conclude. End.